everybody, it's Kim and Charlie, and it's time for Britney Roundup! Woo! Another week of Miss Britney Spears, and my goodness, did more stuff happen this week. So Britney posted a lot on Instagram this week. Mostly it was like fashion pictures, pictures of flowers, pictures of food, as well as working out and some of the stuff going on because we think she's in Hawaii right now enjoying a vacation. So I'm not going to talk about those. I'm going to focus on the posts that really jumped out at me. So the first one that stuck out was her Wednesday Addams chic with the caption that I'm just going to read to you now. I'm doing online classes in Minneapolis, getting a deposit on the gift my Uncle Roy got my cousin because Leroy found a turtle in the drawer and in the effing car. Went to flames because the tire busted on the highway, so the police saved my aunt who always serves pie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been a fan of Britney for 20 years and I have no idea what the heck she's talking about. Now that being said, it wouldn't surprise me if it is a cryptic message of some kind. Britney has done that before. She has kind of this thing where sometimes she'll put stuff out that nobody really understands, but somebody does, and that's the only thing that matters to her. The next one, she posted a photo of herself wearing a very conservative dress, and in the caption proceeded to talk about that she had had a call from Jesus. Now, I'm not going to go super deep into this because earlier this week on Popcorn Planet, we went into this in a lot of depth. We talked a lot about her. In that note, she shaded not only her family, but she also shaded Justin Timberlake. We're pretty sure it's Justin Timberlake. It makes the most sense. So we talk about that over there, so I'm gonna put a link there, and if you want to know more about that and some songs that Britney wrote about Justin that never got released because she continues to take the high road because that's who she is, you can check that out. The link's in the description. After that, Britney posts a clip of Crossroads, the movie that she was in the early 2000s. And it's the scene where her character Lucy is crying on the bathroom floor because she has traveled across the country to meet her birth mother. And when she does meet her birth mother tells her that she was a mistake and she wants nothing to do with her. And she's heartbroken, crying on the bathroom floor. So she captioned this post, "Seen in a movie I did a ways back when I realized my whole journey to find my mom and she doesn't want to see me. I know. Pretty effing sad. I mean, crying face. Psst. I mean, it's actually less worse than what my mom did to me in real life, so shrug. Ouch. Like, ouch. Whew. I really don't think this needs a huge amount of analyzing. I think we all know exactly what she means. Then we hit the big one. The big one. Friday night, Britney posts some pictures of a rainbow that she has seen in Maui. And she writes a novel. I'm not kidding, it's a novel. So I'm not going to read you the entire novel because we would be here for a while. But basically the first paragraph talks about her parents fighting. I'm assuming it's her parents because she says that her mom would scream from the rooftops all night arguing with a drunk man who couldn't even talk. And I'm going to assume that that's Big Jamie because we know that Jamie struggled a lot with alcoholism when Britney was a child. So I don't think that that's a far stretch. And I mean, even Jamie-Lynn has confirmed that in her book. So then she says it wasn't one night, but it was every night of her life. And then she goes on to talk about therapy and that her parents didn't get therapy and that therapy is very frowned upon where she grew up and that her parents seemed to thrive on the drama. So she goes on to talk about that for her, therapy has been hard because she's been forced to do therapy, and she was also raised to, give it to God and not to, spread your dirty laundry out and everything else. But then she says, my family has broken me so much, I do need a little therapy. To me, that is growth. Britney has had every reason in the world to doubt medical professionals around her and therapists around her, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of why. It's been widely reported that the reason that Britney was put into a conservatorship in the first place was because documents were filed with the court stating that she had dementia. It would not surprise me if those documents were filled out for the purpose of putting her in a conservatorship, but were not factually accurate. That's my opinion. Time will tell. We will know in time. It's pretty clear that Britney didn't have a lot of faith in the medical team that surrounded her, particularly her therapist, Dr. Benson. In her court statement, she said, "To be totally honest with you, when Dr. Benson passed away, I got on my knees and thanked God." In January of 2022, Britney stated in her own post that she had 104 fever and was struggling to be able to get a leave to treat it. Nowhere in that post was there any mention of a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but if you have a fever of 104 Fahrenheit, you need some help. There's something very wrong. Please call a doctor. It's not good. Even on the verge of hospitalization, Britney did not want medical attention. That just shows that she has extreme anxiety and fear when it comes to doctors. So that's why I say the fact that she has stated that she needs a little bit of therapy is amazing, and I'm so proud of her. Britney went on to describe the rainbow that she had attached pictures of in the post, and I'm just going to read you what she wrote. "I saw in Maui yesterday, after the storm there will always be a rainbow. That is God's promise. God's rainbow outweighs the storm infinitely, and that's the message I want to send my mother and my sister." Now that's special because she also references it later on, because Lynn Spears' book was called Through the Storm. So it is a direct reference, and she does mention the name later on in the post. She then goes on to say this: "So when you look at this rainbow, Mother, please understand this and this only. I am a woman now. And I'm not the type of person to air dirty laundry, but I sure will not sit back and be my family's Jesus Christ. I will speak up and blow the effing house down. My family, again, I will say it, took it way too far with me, and I'm still not done. F you from the bottom of my effing heart." I cannot be the only person that when I read from the bottom of my effing heart immediately just thought of from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry. All joking aside, this is really good, I think, for her. It's good for her to stand up for herself, to recognize that she can't be somebody's savior. She can't fix everything. She can't be perfect, and she shouldn't have to be. And, you know, she doesn't owe anybody anything. She's done her best, and it's time for her to live her life for herself now. So I wake up on Saturday, and I'm checking my Instagram and my Twitter and everything, and I noticed 2 posts. And this is speculation. This is speculation. I have no factual proof of any of this, but I think it's interesting. I think you might find it interesting too. So there were 2 posts. One was from Ms. Jamie-Lynn Spears, and the other was from Faye or Felicia. So I'm going to put Jamie's post first. Abusers be like, "I don't remember that happening. For me, it was a formative memory that forever changed the way my brain processes information, and for you, it was an effing Tuesday." And then I'm going to put Faye's. "Someone said anger is sadness that had nowhere to go for a very long time, and I'll never forget that." As a rule, I try to be nice. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I understand, especially when we're talking about pop culture. I don't know any of these people, and I'm sure there's information that I do not know about. But I cannot ignore that Jamie-Lynn has had a past of being a little bit petty and also really, really wanting attention. She's one of these people, sometimes it just feels like it's all about me, 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 me. And honestly, I'm getting a little tired of it. I really am. I'm really sick of it. And the thing is, I understand that she went through trauma. I'm not trying to discount anything that she went through. Being 16 and pregnant in front of the entire world and being judged for it must have sucked. You know, almost losing her daughter, terrible. And having an alcoholic father, awful. I'm not trying to say that she hasn't been through anything, but what I will say is that Jamie-Lynn, you had an opportunity to say what you wanted to say. You got to have a whole Good Morning America interview and a book. You had 240 pages. Britney had Instagram. So I think it's time for you to stop and let her talk, because the timing of posting that alongside when she's called you out for your book, it doesn't look cute. And it could be coincidental. I can't say that she woke up and went, I'm going to put something petty on my Instagram. But I'm just saying we all know what it looks like. And then we have Felicia. And Faye has been so vocal that she wants Britney to be happy and wants her to be able to tell her story. And it's about what's best for her. Again, I don't know these people. But whenever I see Faye talk about Britney, I feel the love coming through her. It's so, she cares about her so much as a person. And the contrast of it just makes me really sad. But I'm glad that Britney does have people in her life that love her for who she is. And I hope that she continues to heal. But I just thought those 2 Instagram posts were interesting. And that basically takes us to the end. We've gone through the Britney news. I mean, we're now in April, and all the rumors are saying that music is coming in April. So nothing's been confirmed. Fingers crossed. We never know. But my hope is next month I'll be able to talk to you about music potentially and comeback stuff, but we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe you stayed through to the end. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this pretty much every week, and I'm also working on some deep dives and other types of videos, so everything isn't going to be completely Britney everything. But thanks so much for supporting. Much love, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Are you ready to learn about Britney Spears? Are you ready to learn about Britney? Can you go in your little house under the desk? Can you go in your little safe space? Hi, everybody.